Marjolaine, Pierre and Clement Mignon set the triathlon world alight in Ibiza at the start of May as they became 2023 World Triathlon women's and men's long distance champions at the end of a dramatic day of racing on the White Isle. Still just 23 and 24 years old respectively, both are relative newcomers to the sport, with Marjolaine never having competed at that distance before that race. And as a couple, they look set to take on the world together in the coming years. So Marjolaine, Clement, welcome to the World Triathlon podcast. How are you and where are you?
Thank you. Hey.
Hey, thank you.
And who's that you've just picked up? What's the cat's name?
It's Plume.
Plume.
Yeah.
Excellent. So you're back at home.
Yeah, exactly. It was a very amazing week in Ibiza, and we have really wanted to enjoy this moment and to have a little stop on our training and to enjoy it, to can rebuild our training for another competition race that we will make maybe for Clement in June and me around August. So we have time, and it's what we wanted also.
And where is home?
We live in Nice, in the south of France. Yeah.
Is that like where you guys grew up as well, or is that just become home? As you become professional.
Marjolaine has grown in Réunion Island.
Yeah, so I was born in Reims, in the north of France, and I lived here during 10 years. And after I moved with my parents in Réunion Island, in the Indian Ocean next to Madagascar. Mm-hmm. And I grow here, and all my memories are more in Réunion Islands than in France, because I maybe 12 years in Réunion Islands. I made all my school studies over here. Mm-hmm. So all my memories are most in Réunion Island. So it was I think it was an amazing childhood to be in Iceland and to live here with the sun, with the sea, and it was really special for me.
Yeah. And you, Clement, where did you grow
up? For me, I was in the west of France during 18 years. And after in the south for my studies. And since, almost 3 years at Nice with Marjolaine.
Right. Wow. So Reunion Island, was it as idyllic as that sounds as a place to grow up?
Oh, yeah. It's really like Hawaii. We went to Hawaii for Clement for the World Championship last year. Yeah. And we really saw a lot of things like in Réunion Island. And we went to Réunion Island for our winter training. We spent 3 months over here. And it's for us it's a place to be during the winter. We avoid all the cold temperature.
It's very nice for training, and it's not easy to train there because it's a little bit warm.
But it's a lot of humidity conditions.
It's right. Almost like Kona, so it's very nice for that, and it's possible, for example, for the bike to do flat and also to do a lot of climbs. So yes, it's very nice for winter training.
And presumably you don't find many other triathletes training there, do you? Is it's pretty off the radar of most people for a place to go for some warm weather training?
Yeah, we have some groups of sport people, but they are not professional. Yeah. But we train with a swim group, a bike group, and with some runner. But most of the time we are with other people for the swim. We have a coach close to with us, because it's very hard to push when you're alone for swim. So for this we have people around us, and for the bike it's how can I say?
It's like a big road, a speedway.
Yeah, like a speedway. There is a lot of cyclists.
Yeah,
it's a speedway. It's
a highway.
Yeah, but it looks like a speedway for cyclists because there is a lot of cyclists. So you can't ride alone. Yeah. You're always with be with the people and you can speak or you can push with someone. So it's really, really nice.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to train alone because maybe, yes, the weekend, there are a lot of cyclists and also runner because it's an island, a very spend lots of time on the sport. So it's very nice.
It's
nice
not like Mauritius Island. Mauritius is like more for hotel, tourists, and for chill. But Rhode Island is very known for the sport. There is the trail and Le Grand Raid also. A lot of trailers want to go here. So yeah, it's really a nice land of sport.
Yeah, so you guys you're just back from Saint-Marin, a tough weekend out there. Going into that race, were you, I guess, like the emotional and physical roller coaster of Ibiza and everything that a race like that takes out of you? Did you feel ready for Saint-Marin? Was there a part of you thinking, wow, we've never like been in this situation after the highs of again?
It was really difficult, but we, for Ibiza, during like 4 months, for me, I really wanted to be ready for Ibiza. It was also always in my head, and it was my first goal of the season. So I trained like 4 months just for this goal. And when you achieve something that you think about so much time, it's like, so yeah, it's so amazing, but also the work is done and you made the most, all you can, and you achieve your goal. So it's really something very strange and something really beautiful. So yeah, just 2 weeks after, we really wanted to see if our training can push a little for this race.
It was very weird because just after a little tired after Ibiza, but okay, it's time to push a little for Saint-Marin. But during training, it was almost okay for us.
Yeah, we just made like easy training.
Yeah, exactly.
So we don't push ourselves after Ibiza, and also after Ibiza we have some media and something to do with podcast in France with Federation. We have some pictures. We received a lot of message, and it was for us so good, and we really want to reply to all this message. So we spend a lot of time on our phone, and and I think we also trained, but easy. But I think the recovery was not our main goal, and maybe it's why we were so tired in Saint-Marin. But there is also other athletes that made Ibiza and Saint-Marin. And even if they don't won on Ibiza, they were exhausted also, and like Richard Varga also stopped the race. And I think the race course in Ibiza was really, really hard with the run also.
And also it was tough because the distance is not an half distance, it's a little bit more.
Yeah, I think I forgot this because it was my longer distance, and it was like, it's just a triathlon, but the distance was very, very much than an half. And after a win and first long distance like this, it was really difficult. And when I spoke with people after the race, they didn't know that it was a distance like this. For them it was an half distance, and I say no, I run 30 kilometers.
And as she told Marjolaine, it's not easy after a first big goal of the season to after have a motivation. It's just 10 days because
with the travel.
With travel 2 days after Ibiza and 4 days before Saint-Marin. So just 1 week at the home, and it's time to pack and to go, take off for Saint-Marin.
I think it's after this moment we saw that we are young and we made like some mistakes. Maybe it's because we want to share and we love racing, so it's difficult to say no. I don't want to go in a race. I want to be at home, like when you are so old. And we say that, okay, we are young, we are with a lot of energy, but not enough to make a race with a strong field.
Yeah, very strong field also.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, your legs as you finally took the tape, Clement, and at the end of that race, I mean, it looked like, yeah, you needed longer than a couple of weeks to be able to get ready to race again. Was that among the toughest that you've encountered and the most drained you've been at the end of a race, do you think?
Yeah, I think it was. I think it's the first time like this because it was okay swim for me, and after doing the bike, at the beginning of the bike, normally it's okay to push a lot of watts and to catch a lot of people, and I think I catch nobody for the first time, so it was very strange for me. And after 40K, it was crazy. It was impossible to push more 200 watts, so it's just my training power. So yeah, it was very strange for me. But I think yes, okay, it's better to don't finish and to recovery for the next race because I have Ironman race in June at Nice to have a qualification for the World Championship. So yes, it's a main goal also after Ibiza for me. So yes, it's very important to have a good recovery and also good preparation for this race.
How difficult, I suppose, it was your first long distance world championships, right? You hadn't before, no. So given that, obviously you've done huge races already, but a world championships already has like a different sort of vibe to it, right? But also the lineups, the start lists for both races were pitting you against, someone like Richard Varga, who doesn't necessarily do a lot. I mean, he's doing more and more, but and a Joe Skipper, a Josh Ambush, there was a lot of. Was it a particularly difficult one to be able to plan for from that sense as well? Like,
yeah, because I think it was not easy because it's a special distance because it's not a full distance and it's not a half distance also, so it's between. And it's I think I have done the last year full Ironman, for example, and Marjolaine is not full the last year, but it was the first time on this distance.
Yeah.
And I think it's very strong because before the race and during training also, it was very difficult to know what power and what pace, for example, during the race, it's possible to maintain. So, and also maybe it's better for half distance guy or Ironman guys as Joe Skipper, for example. So yes, it was not easy to know that before the race. But I think it's the same for all guys on the race.
Yeah, it's a like strange distance because it's just a distance that we can make for with the World Triathlon Championship. There is no other races with this distance, so you have the choice to be patient and to like be more close to your full pace, I think, or power. But you have maybe you will lose maybe little time, or you can push like an half distance, but you can make a very nice explosion and be out of the race. So it's I think you really need to go on this event and on this distance with when you have a world championship, you all people and all guys think about the title, and you need to be ready and to have all the energy and the positive vibes on you. And I think it's you need to have something else than the training during the race, because all the guys and women train and we made like the same thing, if I can say that. But if on race day you don't have the difference on your head and like positive vibes that I had in Ibiza, but I don't have in Samorin, is here's the difference, I think.
Well, and you were very much racing by feel as well during that. You led from very early on, and what was going on behind you was going on, and there were people kind of dropping and people trying to catch. But you were finding yourself in a situation that you'd never been in before, right? So it was kind of
exactly. It was really, really strange. Really, really strange for me to have this situation. But on this event, it was for me like the perfect day. I was on the lead very earlier on the race, and I grow the gap with the other girls. And when I were in T2 with 8 minutes, it was the running was my preference, my better sport, if I can say that. And for me, I keep on the race because I didn't want to think about the finish line just before run 30K. But I don't push a lot on this race because I were not like Clement, very close to a lot of guys and need to make a sprint at the end of the race. So I finished the race like maybe with more energy than Clement. But for me in Tamarind, it was maybe not my legs, but my head were in Ibiza.
I'm not surprised.
I moved, my body moved, but my head don't move.
Yes, but it's in a link also. The mental it's in a link with energy also. I think. Because it's not it's different. It was different win for Marjolaine and me, for example, at Ibiza. But I think to lead the race as Marjolaine at Ibiza, it's could cost very lot of energy because it's not easy to be alone during maybe 4 hours. Yes.
Oh, more.
More. Because on swimming you are not alone. So after
5 hours.
Maybe
more than 5 hours.
5 hours to lead the race is not easy.
And we speak about with Clement race ranger, and he told me that you see, it was very nice thing. And I say, but I never say race ranger. But maybe it was a good thing
for the next time.
But it was a really nice thing. I think it's for the future.
We don't ask you about race ranger then, Marjolaine, but yes, Clement. It was seen as like a very positive addition to the whole race, right? I mean, in everyone's mind it just evens things out, does it? And kind of that it's going to be a fair race. It
is better. It's very easy to learn and to understand the system. Because there are 3 colors and it depends the distance. So yes, but after the race, I think the conclusion was 12 meters is nothing. So yes, I think to have a fair race is and for all race, I think as a pro, maybe for the future, I up 20 meters because it's very nice 20. Because at 12 meters, it's crazy. It's difference of watts when you are behind. So you see that. I have seen that because I've done most of the race in front, and after when it's a little bit downhill, the guy Rico Bogan catch me and pass me. And I understand why he passed me, because behind at 12 meters, it was very easy. So, yes, it's maybe for the future 20 meters, it will be better for the sport.
I saw just one race ranger when I passed one of the guys. And for me, I was behind him and I was very, very close for me. But the light was orange, so it was okay. And on my head, it was like, this race ranger doesn't work. But when I were very, very, very close to him, it was red, and I passed him, and I saw that 12 meters is really not a huge gap.
No.
It's like drafting for me.
Yeah, because it's not 12 meters. It's 10 because
with the wheels.
With the wheels.
Yeah.
So,
yes. So what? In challenge, is it 20 meters? What's the?
It was 20 meters. Yes, I think it's better. So
I think all the guys and women that use in World Triathlon on the championships, the race ranger, can show that, okay, yeah, 12 meters is enough. And thanks to race ranger, we can show that at this distance, the drafting is on. And
yeah,
I think. Even if the rules is 12 meters and you are at counts
15.
15 meters, but there is a difference.
I think it's for future to use ranger with 20 meter. It will be very nice and very fair sport.
It was quite a sort of subtly draining bike course as well, wasn't it? Very sort of long inclines. It didn't necessarily look like it was particularly hilly on the TV, but yeah.
Because we watched the video that you create for before the event to see which wheels we need to take with us for Ibiza, and with the camera we didn't really show the hill, exactly. But when you're on your bike, it was a really tough bike course. There is all flat.
It was not hard climb, but yes, maybe a little long, and it was not easy because, for example, the downhill was not a real downhill. It's very important to continue move the legs.
Yeah.
So yes,
you're never on stop.
Almost never. So
there is really all the situations that you can find on some races, like flat portion, basement. There is all.
And there were 2 loops, and
it's very nice.
Yeah, very nice. But in the second loop, a lot of wind.
Oh yeah, it was so hard.
Yeah.
Oh, the wind was windy as well, was it out there?
Oh yeah, a lot. And it was for me. Okay, I pushed 2 more on the first loop. All the girls will pass me because I really saw a difference on my energy and on my it was tough on the second loop.
And after your second loop, Clement, like coming into transition there, just talk us through that moment. Was it as you were dismounting and you just kind of caught the pedal? Was it been sort of somewhat mentally drained from that bike, or like?
It was very strange because after the race, I spoke about that. What is possible to do that? So. So yes, I thought just it's after to pass one leg before over my bike. I brake too strong, so yes, it's just a mistake of my part. Maybe
I think he made more birds thanks to his T2 with his crash than his win. We saw a lot of picture of his crash. And less than his victory.
It's true.
But it was, I mean, it was obviously like a very kind of shocking moment, right? Because when you were going pretty fast to stationary and flipped out off the bike very soon. I guess at least then that the transition was a real opportunity to just actually be able to sit down and compose yourself again.
Yeah.
And after that for me it was very hard because I think I have lost a lot of energy with the crash, and yes, at the beginning of the run, it was very difficult to have a good legs, and it was like I didn't have energy, so it's so okay, just wait and we will see after. But yes, during 10-12K, it was very not easy, and after my legs come back, and yes, maybe the reason why it will be more easier for me to finish strong, I don't know, but I've lost a lot of time at the beginning of the run, I think, because when Antonio Benito passed me at the 6K, I think a difference of 2 or 3 kilometers. So yes.
And then it did look like he had done enough, but I particularly like watching it back, the moment when you pass him, is almost, your coach is almost in exactly the right position, and he's just screaming at you on the sideline as you go past. Is that just coach intuition at work there, or did that kind of?
Yeah.
It was your coach, right? It was
Casper.
Medicine, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's my new coach since the last November.
All right.
But you need to know that Clement is not very strong at the sprint. He lost a lot of races, so maybe it's why you want to push little before.
Yeah, normally before a lot of races, as Kona, for example, as Kona,
Gran Canaria.
Gran Canaria also, and
Cascais.
Yeah, Cascais, for example, the last 2 or 3 kilometers, a lot of guys passed me. No, not a lot of guys, but
you lose time.
Yeah, I lost time. So it's the first time for me to finish like this. Maybe around the last 3K around 19K kilometer. So it was very strong. So yes, I don't know, but maybe I think the most of part of my motivation was okay. Marjolaine is almost okay to win this race because with 8 minutes and she is very strong on the run. So okay, it's very.
I need to win.
Yeah, I need to win. It's very beautiful to win together the same day. So maybe it's my strength at this moment of this race to finish like this.
Yeah, and was that why you didn't hang about on his shoulder? Oh, you didn't pull up to him and then stay. You just went straight past. It was kind of right. There's no point hanging around. I'm feeling better than he is. Obviously, I'm just going to keep pressing on.
Yeah, but it was very special because I knew that Antonio is a strong runner and a good finisher also because he is a short distance guy before. So yes, no question on my head, and it's time to push to finish the strong as possible.
And it was an iconic finishing moment, that the kiss at the finish line, and what a thing to be able to share together. I suppose that will have also slightly fed into the craziness after the race, right? That photograph was everywhere, and people were presumably just on the phone. Were they trying to sort of get hold of you and get the story and hear from you?
For me, it was it was better than the last year because I were before last year at the finish line of Clement. I were with him with a VIP pass or something like this, so I can be on the finish line but not as an athlete. So it was hard for me to be on races with Clement. I like to see him race, but I also love to race myself. And I spent last year some time at the finish line with Clement, but he were with the photograph, with the interview, and I were like, okay, close to him but not on my real place, just as a girlfriend. So it was quite hard for me to see that I was so happy for him when he win, but it was so hard for me to be at the finish line but can't be able to race and can't be able to do sports. So it was special, and maybe I see this today and not during the moment at the race in Ibiza, because there is a lot of things on my head and maybe not this thing, but I really enjoy the finish line with Clement and to be with Clement, but with my tree suit and not with my normal clothing. It's strange to say, but I prefer to be with Clement with tweed and with the tree suit and in a sport shape to share that moment, and not with my dress close to the finish line. I like both, but it's better to
it's different. Yes. Exactly.
The exhaustion, the emotional highs and lows and everything, and then getting ready for the next race and having to deal with the breath, like to be able to do that together, it's pretty special, right? Because I mean, it's like you said, you've been working for 4 months for that point, and you achieved that goal.
It's it was very special because to win the same day together, and I think yes, it was very emotional also because as you told, it's when you train for a main goal and the same main goal, for example, for Marjolaine and me, and to achieve this goal together is more stronger as emotional.
Yeah, the up is bigger, but the down also, and I think we are in the down with a lot of tired moments, and I think before go on another race, we really need to take time and to take the time to make a plan and to see and draw our goal and be prepared and to prepare this properly and to maybe make the same than in Ibiza. And we saw that you can be better on all your races, and you must make a plan and you must ride the big goal of the season. And we speak about this, and it was difficult for me because I finished in Samarine, but it was I saw the performance on the other girl, and it was not like impossible for me, so it was much harder to see that I was so far from this girl, but I have this on me. I can do better, and it's just I need to accept that you need to put the big goal and train for this, and you can't be ready for
it's not easy to accept when you see the result of the race, for example, and when you don't have a good shape and you see the result and shit, it's not my place here and maybe on the podium for this race, and it's very disappointing, yes. To see the results, but I think it's important to accept this for the future and for Marjolaine and me. So it's just the beginning of our career. So
what is hard is it's just 2 weeks ago, but it's like I forgot, and it's like if I never made this, so it was quite hard. Maybe I will never make it for the future to have a race after a big goal. I think it's not maybe a good idea to go on because you can't be ready and you can't be 100% on this event. And today, thanks to this video and thanks to this podcast, I go back on 2 weeks ago, but after Samarine, it was like if I never be and if I never done the World Championship. So it's quite hard to. I think people maybe forgot quickly, and us when it's your title, when it's your career, you forgot so much quickly. And today it was stress because I didn't know if my level is like 2 weeks ago or it's like yesterday. So it's quite hard to have the up and the down. So
there's always another race, isn't there? And then that's the focus, and then you're I was looking back through your results. Not you usually both went long distance very, very early on in your careers, but you were both at the 2018 Junior National Championships in France, right?
Exactly.
So was the shorter stuff very quickly kind of off the table, and you just both of you knew? Obviously, did you know each other at that point very well? Like, was it like a couple decision to go long course, or was that way before you met properly?
No, it's before the French Championship we were together, and I think our couple were created like before our career. So we grow really together.
Very together because we are together with Marjolaine since almost 3 years, and we have started the pro career since 2 years. As a pro and on the long distance, because we have done a lot of short distance in France and the European Cup a little with Marjolaine before as a junior. So we have started very early because we just
we don't have the same future path. Sorry, we don't have the same path because Clement he's on triathlon since
8 years.
8 years.
Yes.
And me, I was a gymnast before, a runner on track, and I started triathlon during my university when I go back to France. And it's in the south of France when I were students that we meet us, and we go after COVID in Rhode Island for training because I were here to see my parents and to enjoy, but really not to train hard. But Clement went to Rhode Island to train hard, so we see us, and I think thanks to Clement, I start to train really properly and to go on more than if I were alone. Because before I was more focused on my studies and to be like a normal student, and the sport take more place on my life when I meet Clement for myself.
Yeah, it's not easy to start the gap because we were at studies, and it's maybe now to start a pro career. So yeah, it's not an easy choice at this moment of the life because we are just 20 years, 21. So yes, it was very young, and maybe
together I think the choice was less harder to make because we don't really think about what we will do, and we just exactly, and we are together. And for races also, like Clement can say, okay, I think this race can be good to grow and to see all over the world what we can do. And I say, oh no, but maybe it's not a good choice. And okay, we go to, and after it was a good thing. And I think each person of our couple can grow us, and it's thanks to our couple, I think that maybe sometimes we grow more quickly than if we were alone.
And so you've both been through quite sort of significant changes then towards the end of last year and going into this season with Clement. You starting with Casper Pedersen, you said like in November. And Marjolaine, like in the post-race interview, you were saying that as a result of quite a lot of injuries last year, you had, you described it as a new body and having to kind of come to terms with that and so on. So, was that, so you suffered several stress fractures through 22. Did you have a coach advising you? Was it a doctor or a physician, or, was this a journey that you were then sort of taking upon yourself to sort of just take a different look at your body, what you needed to be doing?
Yeah, it was quite hard because, like we stayed, like we just on the professional career since 2 years. So in the first year, it was amazing. For Clement, the second year was also amazing. But for me, it was very, very hard to keep my head out of the water, if I can say that, because I were like alone with all my injuries. I have a coach, yes, for my training, but when you have injury, it's really hard to know if you made the good things, and you, like, how can I say, but all what you made before, it's like if it was not a good thing. So you want to change all what you made before, and it's not maybe the good thing. So it's quite hard to keep and to have the same things than before, but change something on what you made. So for me, it was really thanks to my parents that I can build myself and to change some bad things that I can made before. And it's really hard for a woman to accept that your body can't be like a man. We are not little men, and we need to have more fat, more our body is not the same. But it's quite difficult when you share your life with your boyfriend or with a man, because they are much stronger than you. They can recover much easier and much quickly than you. It's we have two body really different, and they are no fat. They are with a lot of muscle. And if a woman is like this, he will go directly on injuries. So it's quite hard. And thanks to my parents, I have really good doctors, and last year I spent too much time on the hospital and all with doctors to find solution to accept the changement also. So yeah, it was not the same years than Clement. We share the years together, but it was not the same way. I spent much time on the hospital and he spent much time on his bike. But yeah, we were always together to be much stronger together. And now it's always difficult to accept my body, like with differences than a man body. So I think it's also like this, and you can have a career, and I accept this because I don't want to have just 1 year behind me. I want to really have a long career, and thanks to the injury, I learned a lot of on myself and on my body, my head, and all what is important for have a career.
Yeah. Was it a combination of diet and going to the gym more, like doing weights and things as well, or to build up muscle mass, or?
Yeah, I try to go on as a gym and to be more stronger with my body, but I don't want to go too fast. So it was like easy thing. And I will want to improve this, and maybe in France we are not really helpful for this. I like France, and it's nice country, but for sport it's really not the best.
In what way? In terms of?
In terms of structures, like if you want to go to the pool, it's always closed, or there is a little hours when you are free to swim. When you go to the US or in the UK, you can swim more than in France. We don't have like a scientist, sport scientist, so you can see a doctor, but he will say, okay, you do too much sport, so you need to you stress
recovery
just because you made like 20 hours of sport. I say, okay, but there is people that made 35 hours and much more like me. It's my job. And also in our country, when you say to people that, what is your job? And you reply, I am a professional triathlete, say, no, I ask you, what is your job? It's not a job. And I was like, okay, I am a student if you want.
It's funny to hear, because I always think with the Grand Prix circuit and so on in France, it's been, pretty high profile. I always think that the opposite.
No, it's really difficult, and we don't see this at the beginning because we raced in France, so we don't see what there is on the world.
Yeah.
And when we go for PT races or for the World Championship, we meet other country, other culture, other guy, women, and we saw that, okay, there is a huge gap between us and them. So we love this, and it's why also we love sports, and why I grow last year, because thanks to Clement, we continued to go on races and to be on the sports middle, and we share with us. We can't share a lot of things because we are not. Example, in France, we don't have. Maybe the World Championship in Nice will move and change something, but there is a huge gap, really. There is a huge gap on materials, on how they train, on how they're sponsoring, on the teams that they are around them, and our team. For example, when I have a pain on my back, I need to wait like 2 months to know what I have. And it was so long to have an appointment. And even if I were a sports woman, like pro, I don't have easy way to have quick recovery and I spend my time, I think, sometimes.
difficult. Yeah, was any of that traceable back to the gymnastics? Were you a gymnast until, I suppose, just in terms of like the what you put your body through and having to be kind of ultra lean and so on as a gymnast? Did you do that to quite a high level?
Yeah, I was at the sports school, sports studies.
Right.
And I stopped just before to be on the French team because and maybe it was for me like a changement of my life because it was too a sport and I need to have a choice to make sports studies on a school or go to a school much better, if I can say that, with much more opportunity to have a good job. And for my parents, it was not a choice. I needed to go on the school that can be better. I were like 12 years old, so they preferred to prepare my future because sport is not a normal science. You can't know if at the beginning you can be professional or not. So it was so early for my parents to make the choice of the sports. And it was I in a carrefour like with two-way at 12 years, like, okay, go for the sport or go at the school. At 12 years, I'll take the way of the school. And at my 18 years old, after for the university, it was the same, but I was alone in France. My parents were in Rhode Island, so I made alone this choice to go on the way of the sport and to make a pause on the way for school. And this was as we told with Clement, that this helped me to take to make this choice for sports.
Wow, so a very sporty upbringing. Your parents quite sporty as well?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah. My father, father, my father have a club, and I'm on this club today. And he creates races on an island, and he's very on the sports. Yeah, he loves this, and he were in Ibiza with me. He really wants to be with me, and it's quite funny because he always says that school is important. You need to go to school. You need to study. And now he's so happy that I make this choice of the sport. But it was funny for this.
And presumably very happy with your choice of boyfriend as well, then.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Did you manage to speak to them pretty soon after the finish? Were they just absolutely delighted for you? What was their reaction to the win?
My mother didn't really understand, so it was quite funny because for her, I raced on the ETU World Championship, and it was for her the International Triathlon University. So for her, I was the world champion of university. And I was like,
you should have used the world triathlon, not
I think for her I don't make the choice, so he don't understand. I'm always on the university sports. So it was quite funny. So I need to explain that no, it's not university, it's just world championship as long distance in world triathlon. And my father is really on the game, and he know all the races and all the differences between races, specific things on triathlon. And he was so happy for me, and he was I think he looked me at the finish line, and he was so happy. And he don't say anything at the moment. He just see me and put his hands up, and he was so happy. Me too. And it was for him like normal, because he say, "Oh, I trust on you. I know that you can be able to do that." But I always told him that you can't never know before a race what you can achieve, what other people can achieve. So
our parents love the sport and love to follow Marjolaine and me, and to share so this moment.
Maybe they don't be really they don't really know how much we spend on triathlon, and they don't really know how much sacrifice we made, even if it's not sacrifice because we love what we do. So it's not like sacrifice or something push you to do something. But yeah, I think they don't see all the work behind us. From my side, my mother didn't see this. But my father, yeah, he knows that this sport, especially triathlon, it's so hard, and you need to push sometimes to listen your body and to have a good team behind you.
Yeah. Whereas Casper, obviously, your coach Casper Clement knew exactly what had gone into it, so you had a good moment at the finish there as well, huh?
Yeah. It was very very nice moment because yes, it's just the beginning together, and also it was very difficult at the beginning of the season in South Africa because it was for me the first opportunity to have a qualification for the World Championship as soon as possible, and I have had a mechanical problem at the beginning of the bike, and just before to go in South Africa, we have spent almost 3 weeks together at Rhode Island for the preparation with Casper, and it was not easy because I have had injury at my foot, and after a mechanical problem in South Africa, so it was not a good moment. And
yeah, the beginning was not perfect.
Yeah, it was not perfect. Yes, because I think.
But trust the process.
Yeah. But I think yes, after 2 weeks before Ibiza, we have done a triathlon can in France. So the session was very good. So yes, it was a good way to Ibiza, and after to win Ibiza. So yes, it was very special, and Casper, my coach, was very happy, and we were happy together too.
Yeah, he's a very nice guy.
Yeah.
We are very happy to have him with us, and he supports us like more scientists on our sport, and he's not a French guy, so maybe he can be
that the Scandinavian.
Yeah, there is really something different.
Exactly.
We saw that set.
Yeah, we saw. Yeah.
What would you say are the key differences then? Like a couple of specifics that the way that he approaches the training then.
No, go. I think he don't just see the race day and the training. He have a huge eyes on all around you and all the things that can be very important for triathlon, like aerodynamics, like be here when you need for like communication with your sponsor to grow with a team and to take the good materials and equipments. So
yeah, he's not just a coach
really.
to do a mega plan for the season, and just you must do this. And yes, it's lots of, I think it's a key with a coach is to have a good communication. Yeah, for me, when I've changed, it was very important. It was a good communication also with my old coach during 8 years, and I think it's the reason why it's a good result also with my old coach. But yes, with Casper it's very different on scientific point, and also on the training. It's
an evolution.
For us, it's very nice.
There's Nice coming up. What if you could start first, Clement? What's the rest of the season? What are the main goals between now and the end of the year?
Yeah, for the moment, yes. Little recovery at this beginning of the week, just before to start with a little prep for my for Ironman Nice on June 25 on June. So it's a main goal for me because it's very important for me to have a qualification, because a big goal of this season it will be to have a good result at Nice in September. My main goal will be to be on the podium at Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I know the bike race, I know the run race. I think it's possible. It's just to have a good preparation and to optimize a lot of things around the triathlon, and each day it's a good opportunity to work and to learn also. So yes, we work with Casper to have a good result, and yes, podium is on my head too for Nice.
Is that so? It's the split this year, the first time.
Yeah.
And the women's in Kona.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Which is your goal, Marjolaine?
Oh yeah, for after Kona last year, it was for me like normal to prepare to be at the start line in Kona. It was so like Green Island, and I were like in at home when I were in Kona, and it was really strange because I never went in Hawaii before, but it was like if I know this island. So yeah, it's maybe so too fast to go on an Ironman this year. I don't want to have other injuries. I want to take my time. And when I saw 2 weeks ago I were world champion, and when I saw yesterday what I can do, I don't want to make the same and to be more pressed, take my time. And for sure Kona will be on my head, but maybe for 2025 I need to wait. So it was quite hard, but I will prepare myself on the PT races, and I want to grow on the ranking, on the world ranking, to be able to maybe one day make the Collins Cup and to be on the big names. And I think I have to maybe to be able to win some other Ironman or other races and to have other title on my career. It's really important for me. And this year I will focus myself on the PT race and on the World Championship half distance at that time. But I think I will go on a full distance to just see how it is and to prepare myself. But even if I live in Nice, for me, Kona will be more important.
Yeah. Well, from what you've both achieved already, no doubt.
Yeah.
Sky is the limit.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving us a brilliant finish to the Ibiza World Champs. That was outstanding, and we wish you all the very best. And first things first, enjoy the recuperation.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Brilliant. All right, take care. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.